Welcome back to Dark Cinema Recaps, where horror is for life, not just for October. So, a couple of months ago we did a video on the 2006's, arguably one of the most underrated slashers ever in Hatchet. And with a commitment to finishing franchises that we've already started, immediately after Hatchet, Mary Beth Dunstan is attacked by Victor Crowley but manages to escape. Jack Cracker finds her and takes her back to his cabin, but forces her to leave after finding out her last name, telling her to visit Reverend Zombie. Not long after she leaves, Jack is killed by Victor. Mary Beth returns to Reverend Zombie's shop and he lets her in. After learning her last name, he tells her that her father Samson was one of the boys responsible for causing the fire that led to Victor's death as a child. He also gives her more details into Victor's backstory. Thomas, Victor's father, had cheated on his wife Cheyenne with her nurse Lena after Cheyenne was diagnosed with stomach cancer. Moments before dying, Cheyenne placed a curse on the child conceived by Lena from the affair. Months later, Lena gave birth to Victor Crowley, but died of fright after seeing Victor's deformed face. Mary Beth tells Reverend Zombie she wants to go back and retrieve the remains of her father and brother. He agrees, but tells her she must bring a family member with her. After she leaves, Zombie calls Justin, the brother of Sean from the first film, and tells him to summon a group of hunters, specifically including a man named Trent Graves, to go with them. Mary Beth returns home, where her uncle Bob promptly shows up. He reluctantly agrees to accompany her to a recruitment meeting in Zombie's shop, where Zombie tells the hunters he will pay them $5,000 for the head of Victor Crowley. Mary Beth, Bob, and the hunters proceed to venture into the swamp. As night descends, they find the boat. As the rest leave, two of the hunters, Cletus and Chad, stay by the boat whilst the others fan out. Mary Beth, Zombie, Justin, Bob, and Trent look for Crowley's shed, as well as bodies of the victims. Along the way, Zombie explains to Justin that Trent Sampson and Sampson's brother were the kids who started the fire that led to Victor's death. Since Sampson has already been killed by Victor, Zombie believes that if Crowley killed Bob and Trent, his soul will be at peace and he will finally leave the swamp. Meanwhile, Victor begins murdering each of the hunters one by one. While searching the cabin, the remaining party members hear Victor outside. As they hide, Justin tells Mary Beth about Zombie's plot to get her uncle Trent killed. As she runs to warn Bob, Victor appears behind Justin and kills him with a belt sander. Trent is murdered quickly thereafter, and Zombie drags Mary Beth out of the house, trapping Bob inside with Victor, who murders him. Zombie declares Victor Crowley is dead, but Mary Beth then reveals Bob wasn't her real uncle and was actually her father's best friend. Her real uncle had died of leukemia when Mary Beth was 12. Now realizing his plan had failed, Zombie turns to see Victor breaking through the wall of the cabin. Zombie attempts to fight Victor, but is brutally killed in doing so. Seconds later, however, Mary Beth strikes Victor in the head with his own hatchet, knocking him to the ground, before she hysterically beats his head to a bloody pulp. She then grabs Zombie's shotgun and fires it into the remains of Victor's head, seemingly killing him.